Hi, I'm Yashar. I do marketing for Ovidworks. We're working on a game called Metamorphosis.
So I had a chance to watch you do a playthrough of the game just now. I described it as like a parkour platformer with like a bug, and it's kind of in this existential world. Yeah, how do you describe this game to people who have never heard of Metamorphosis?
I like your description. So we usually call it a puzzle platforming adventure game. It is a mystery where you've been transformed into this creature, and now you need to find a way back. You have a friend who's being arrested, and you're trying to help him, and there is this tower that is luring you towards it. From a narrative side, we take a lot of inspiration from the weirdness of Kafka and existential literature. On the gameplay side, it's a parkoury platforming environmental puzzle game. Basically, you're in a world and you need to get to a point, and we build our level designs very vertically, and you use mechanics in the game to get yourself, to orient yourself and try to get from one point to another point.
You know, and let's talk about one of those gameplay mechanics you introduced to me was the liquid. Bugs are sticky; they can attach themselves to walls, and they're light because they can jump very high. Talk about how being a bug created all these new physics options for you in the game.
Yeah, definitely. One of the challenges was the low point of view, which makes you close to everything. That's why everything is hand painted in the game. And the mechanics is basically we wanted to give people a fun moment-to-moment experience when playing the game. It's not just about experiencing the story, but it's about having fun on the way there. And the mechanics are things that allow us to build these level designs. You can jump. It's a platforming game. You use liquids to stick yourself. Anytime you climb a new surface, that surface shifts in the game and becomes the new ground. You can shoot the liquids, which allows you to propel yourself in leaps in vertical spaces. And what we hope is that when people play it, they enjoy that moment-to-moment experience.
And talk a little bit about how Unreal Engine 4 has enabled you with its tool set to create this game.
Definitely Unreal has been a great engine for us to work with. I wish our programmer was here. He could tell you about, I know that he did some amazing things with IK, having a bug where you can actually see your legs and you're moving on all kinds of surfaces in all kinds of angles creates really interesting challenges on the programming side. And I think that's one of the things that people will like, that sort of feel themselves as a bug, where you're moving, your legs are absolutely always touching every surface, and gives you a really nice sense of being in this world and being this creature.
So this game is based on Metamorphosis it's inspired by Metamorphosis, the book by Immanuel Kant, and he's a great moral philosopher. How deep do you guys go in this game? Are you going to talk about the categorical imperative, or is it more on the surface of ethics?
So it's this. I think we can skip this part because it's actually based on it's Franz Kafka.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Edit. Sorry. I had Kant on the brain. It's just based on Kafka. We can just reshoot it. So the book is based on, the game is based on a book by on Kafka, Metamorphosis. Talk about what storylines that you may have brought from the book to the game, or how it inspired the story.
Right. So it's inspired by the works of Kafka,
Yeah.
and part of the reason, or main reason, is that our game designer is a big fan, and he wanted to bring that weirdness and the humor of Kafka into game world. I know that Jacques thinks of Kafka as one of the first really sort of literary game designers, because his books are these mysteries where the reader is solving these like impossible quests. And what we wanted to do is bring some of those existential questions from early 20th century literature into gaming. And I think that because it gives people a really good, really sense of self-discovery as well. The core questions of these books, or these questions are, what does it mean to be a human, and what is the nature of mankind, and in this transformation to a bug, it's also reflected in the game, the weirdness of all of it, and whether or not it's metaphorical, and these questions are taken up, and by using a lot of humor as well, which is also a core tenet in Kafka. We want to explore these things and give people sort of something that they will remember more than just the gameplay that they enjoyed.
And okay, so when does the game come out, and what platforms are you shooting to release on?
So the game will come out in fall of 2019 this year, and we're hoping to release simultaneously on all the platforms. That's Nintendo, Switch, PS4, Xbox, and PC on Steam.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.